All right, so morning, Slade with you from File of the Fanchers. How's everybody in the YouTube world doing today? So like I said, you can probably hear the equipment. The customer's working way back up in there in that corner. He's cleaning out some ditches and he's got an old creek he's actually cleaning out, and it is so dry. But y'all look, this is a beautiful, so this is actually a cover crop field here. And I can't believe it come up because, I mean, we have got zero rain here. But if you look, I mean, it is super green. But now it is dry. But anyway, came over here to see him, see how things was going, and making sure he needs the machine. And I was just gonna tell you about a conversation we had. I tell you, I got to get back to walking. I can't get my work truck's two-wheel drive, so I probably could have got it over there as dry as it is, but I needed to walk anyway. And he dropped me a pin, but y'all know how the whole pin things go. It didn't take me to where his woods road was. It took me over here in the middle of this farm. So anyway, I called him and told him where I was, and he told me just come on down the field edge, which I knew where he was, because this is where Dad and I killed the big buck together last year. But anyway, we get to talking, and you know, everybody's talking about the world and all the goings ons right now. And I said, well, what you think about what's going on in the world and in the news? Woo! Come up here and sit down a minute. But anyway, I asked him, I said, what you think about what's going on in the world? Because these guys, a lot of my customers over here, big time Christian guys, and God fearing, God loving, family people, homeschool and this, that, and other. And he said, what you talking about, Slade? And I said, oh, come on now, you know what's going on with all the wars and Israel and China and all this, that, and other. And he said, I ain't got any idea. And we talked about it a little while, you know, and I told him kind of what was going on. To be honest, I don't know a whole lot about what's going on, because I really don't watch it and follow up. But I thought, how much better off would we be as husbands and wives and moms and dads and employees, and as a country, if it wasn't for the media. Now Lord knows this is a part of social media here, but what if we didn't know what was going on? You know, what if everything wasn't so skewed to be negative all the time? Because I promise you, the news media wants us all to be scared to death. You know, all you're going to hear is the negative. And I'm not downplaying what's going on over there at all, but it's just all we hear is just bad, gloom and doom, this party and that party and this candidate and that candidate. And I'm not trying to be political at all, but like my customer over here, what if we didn't know what was going on? You know, my granddaddy, you know, used to say that a lot, and that's before the news media even got like it was now. But I don't know that going back to what we call the good old days is always the best thing. But what if we didn't know what was going on? What if all I had to do was, me and Julie had to do was get up and get our kids to school and go to work, and there wasn't a news media. We didn't have TV. We didn't have social media. We didn't have these blame old telephones. We didn't have emails and stuff like that. You know, how would life be? My Bible studies here lately in the mornings. I do my Bible readings on you know, just every morning there. I get up early, but I think yesterday it was 1 Thessalonians, I think it was 5, and I've been reading a lot about Paul, because you know Paul was forever grateful. I don't know if anybody was persecuted, beat, thrown in prison, made fun of more than Paul. And Paul was writing a letter to the Thessalonians. I think it was First Thessalonians 5. But you know, he was talking about being thankful and being grateful in all circumstances. And I wonder at times, are we grateful in all circumstances? Are we grateful when we hear so much gloom and doom? Are we thankful for every little thing that the Lord gives us and the Lord does for us? You know, I joke all the time. You know, somewhere I think in the Bible it says the Lord knows who He can entrust with. Or no, maybe it's before He gives you a lot, He's got to make sure He knows He can trust you with a little. So are we grateful for the little things? Are we grateful for our health? Are we grateful for our jobs? Y'all, look, let me tell you something. I am so thankful for that job right there. Taylor Construction Equipment came along, and it's a huge blessing for me and my family. And look, it's a lot different now. It's a lot different, the stuff I have to do every day now, than what I've been doing the last 15, 16 years of my life. But I have learned to do those things, and I am still learning, and I got a whole bunch to learn. 3 years from now, when y'all watching this channel, I hope I'm further along than I am now. But I am really trying to be grateful for all things in every circumstance. You know, Paul wrote letters to the Colossians, and his gratitude for the Colossians was always great. And that's something else about being grateful. Are we grateful about people that the Lord has put in our life, or hey, the ones that the Lord has taken out of our lives? Because goodness gracious, I know He's taken some out of my life that I should have been more grateful for. But He has put a lot of people in my life, like my parents, like my wonderful wife, Aiden Ainsley, my mom and dad, like I've already mentioned, Taylor Construction Equipment. We just have so much to be grateful for. And I think lots of times, again, with all the news and the social media, it's quick to complain. It's quick to jump on that bandwagon and just not be grateful. So that was one thing that I want to challenge you guys today. This will be a short video, but I want you to be grateful. I want you to be grateful for all things, big and small. Learn to be content in every circumstance. That is hard to do too. You know, Paul was content if he was in jail. He said, I have been a man of many, and I have been a man with little. He was rich, he was poor, he was persecuted, he was beat up, he was thrown in prison, all because of his faith and his love for Jesus Christ. And I wonder what we would do sometimes as Christians if we were being persecuted. You know, man, the over there in Israel, you know, there's a lot of bad negative going on over there because of beliefs. So be thankful for everything you have. Be thankful that you can get out of bed in the morning. Be thankful you have a Bible to read and you don't have to hide to read it. Be thankful, you young folks that watch the channel, be thankful you have a school to go to, and that you have parents that love you and care for you. Parents, be thankful you got good kids. You know, I think kids get such a bad rap nowadays. So if you got a good kid, be thankful you got a good kid. If you don't got a good kid, don't give up on them. Love them.